Hey everybody, welcome to the show and thanks for tuning in. I'm filling in for my mom while she's recovering from some eye surgery that she had up at Duke University, and it all went really good. So thanks for your well wishes. She's doing fine. I am making some recipes that you all like very much, but you would like to see them lightened up. And today I'm gonna make a corn casserole. It's one of my favorites. It's a great Southern staple down here. We just love it. It's basically a well, yeah, it's a corn casserole. You know what it is, and you'll see. So it's going to be very simple, and it's going to be very light. So let's get started. We are going to whisk together in a medium-sized bowl some light sour cream. This is an 8-ounce container of light sour cream from my favorite grocery store. not hiding the label very well there. So light sour cream, that's one way to lighten it up. And you know what I wonder too? If you could use Greek yogurt here. I use Greek yogurt in so many things. Greek yogurt might work out well here, so if you want to, experiment with that. So light sour cream, applesauce, okay? That is a 1/4 cup applesauce and 1 egg. And let's whisk all that together. One thing about this recipe is it is so simple, so easy. And you know what? A lot of my favorite recipes are simple. I've said it before and I will say it again. Good food does not have to be complicated. It also doesn't have to be real fattening. You can cut the fat, huh?
What?
Said that in the presence of the queen.
What?
But you can lighten things up, you know? You can. That's the great thing about cooking is that there's just no rules. You know, well, there are some. You don't have to be precise and accurate all the time, and you don't have to overthink it. When you're baking, yeah, you got to be a little more precise, and the amounts have to be right and all that stuff. But when you're cooking, you should have fun. You should do whatever you want to. You should experiment. And if you're watching me make this recipe right now and you're thinking, well, I think I would do that differently, or I would do this, or I would do that. That's good. You know, that's how new recipes are born. You should be thinking that way. All right, so we've got our applesauce and our light sour cream mixed together. And we're gonna add to that, look here, I don't mind using canned ingredients at all. In fact, sometimes it's perfectly appropriate. I'm gonna use canned corn niblets here. All right, I'll stir them in. And I'm also gonna add in 1 box of Jiffy corn muffin mix, all right? So we'll just kind of gradually stir that in. Look how easy this recipe is. These are all ingredients that you'll be able to find right in your local grocery store. You'll have no trouble finding them. And Jiffy makes a heck of a product. That's been around for a long time. Since 1930, that's been around, in fact. I knew it had been around for a long time. I knew I'd seen it in my mama's kitchen plenty. Yeah.
Yeah, but now I use, Jiffy is great, Bobby, if you want a cake like cornbread or sweet cornbread.
That's what I want.
Okay, well then that's gonna work out perfect in that dish. But now I use Paula Deen cornbread. Well, of course you do.
I would too. If my face and name was on a cornbread mix, that'd probably be the one that I was using.
There's no Bobby Deen
There's
cornbread.
not. Maybe there will be. But as of now, I'm
There
using
ain't no
Jiffy.
corny
You know what?
cornbread.
I'm using Jiffy because it's America's favorite. It says it right on the box. It's 1930.
Because they told you.
Because they told me that. It's a great marketing strategy.
Yes.
Put America's favorite. All right, so, and we're gonna add 1 more can of corn, all right? And this is gonna be the cream style corn. So we added in 1 can of just dry corn niblets, and that one is the cream style. Mix it all together, and look at that. That's already just looking perfect.
So Bobby, you know that corn casserole in our family cookbooks, you know, that's one of people's favorite
Right.
side dishes.
It is.
And it sounds like you're doing basically that same recipe. So how have you lightened this up versus the original?
Well, I'm using low-fat sour cream,
Uh-huh.
and I'm also using unsweetened applesauce.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I don't think your recipe calls for applesauce.
No.
Yeah,
No.
right. Unsweetened applesauce. I'm only using 1 egg. Yours might call for more than that.
Mm-hmm.
And the corn niblets that I used, I think they're a low sodium, and we got rid of the juice and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So just in real simple, elementary ways.
So you just every corner you cut is a little
They all add up. Look,
Yeah.
if you can make here's what I've always said. You find the major culprit in a recipe, okay, whatever it might be, whether it's butter or whether it's heavy cream or whatever, and you just find a way to either substitute it, dial it back a little bit, or get rid of it altogether. And if you do that, 2 or 3 times throughout a recipe, then you've just made great gains in the recipe.
Well, you formulated all these recipes, Bobby, from our family recipes, right?
I did.
When you were doing Not My
When I
Mama's
was
Meals.
doing out there, yes, I'm enjoying having my mom sitting over on the set, enjoying me cooking, and
Well, I'm walking down memory
and sort of
lane
narrating.
for a minute.
well, that's
And
what
let me do it
hey,
while I still got
do
a
it.
memory.
Hey, please do, please do. But yeah, these.
That memory's gonna last.
That's right. These recipes, I hosted a show called Not My Mama's Meals, and the whole premise of it was taking my mom's traditional recipes and lightening them up in very simple ways. And that show was very well received. People really enjoy having another arrow in their quiver. You know what I mean? Like we like to eat corn casserole, and we like to eat peach cobbler, and we like to, all those things. But the traditional recipes can be really heavy and just something that you don't want to eat very often. So my whole point with these lighter recipes is that I want you to be able to enjoy the foods that you like and be able to eat them more often, make them just a little bit healthier for your family, and just another way to cook. So from that show was born a book, and it's called From Mama's Table to Mine. And this book did very, very well. It's full of great recipes. And this corn casserole is from that book. So I've got my oven preheated to 350. That's it. That's all that we had to do was to combine that. And now we're going to add it into a small 9-inch greased baking pan here. And I'm going to make sure that I get every bit of that in the pan. And it smells good too already.
Does
It does.
Peach cobbler smells wonderful.
Yes, it does. I just love the smell of somebody in the kitchen cooking. It's just, and I don't think that it's going away, but I think that we're definitely a country of convenience, and that people are maybe doing a little bit less of it. I mean, the people that I talk to and encounter enjoy it. I do some cooking demos I have a friend who's got a foundation for children with Down syndrome, and I've been associated with them for about 10 years, and we have a great relationship, and we have a good time doing cooking demos. And I know that people enjoy cooking, and I know that they enjoy learning. So that's what it's all about. You should get in the kitchen with your family or with your friends, and you should make dishes, and you should have a good time, and you should enjoy food and life together. Those things go together real well. So I've got my corn casserole put together. My oven is preheated. I'm going to bake it for about an hour, it looks like. So let's pop this in the oven, and I'll see y'all in a little bit to see how it turns out. My corn casserole looks and smells fantastic. I can't wait to taste it. Look how beautiful it turned out. Nice golden brown. Oh my gosh. Oh, look at that. Ooh. I can't believe that this is a lighter version, but it is. Oh my gosh. Peggy, you want to try this too?
Please.
Please, please, please. Well, let me get one more plate. Well, no, I'll bring you this plate, and I'll get myself another one.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bon appetit. Let me hot, so be careful. Try it first. Careful. Hot.
Delicious.
Delicious. I can always count on you. I can always count on you for good reviews. Aunt Peggy says it's delicious, so I'm just gonna trust that it is. And now I'm gonna go fix myself a plate. So y'all make this at home, and I hope that it's great.
Hey y'all, it's Paula Deen. Now, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to like it and click the subscribe button as well as the notification bell to be alerted when I post a video. Love and best dishes, y'all.